Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Kareem Clemens. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for following me. Today is December the 5th, 2020, and I am here with another installment of the Political Processor, where I am the president. This is episode 14, and I'm so excited to be here. Thank you guys so much. I am live on Facebook, the Political Processor, and also YouTube gaming, and also Periscope. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the game. All right, so I was going to play Democracy 3, but unfortunately that game kept crashing. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys the game right here. Okay, where if you guys already know that I have already I actually started my term for the president of the United States, but unfortunately, my job was on the line. And at this time, we were in what was called I was running for reelection, right? So me running for reelection, and unfortunately, like I told you guys before, that let me just fix this real quick because I was going to go on a camera for you guys, but then I was like, well, no, let me just go ahead and do the mic, and I'll just talk to you guys while I'll show you here. So real quick, here is my profile. I've been in office for a minute. If you come to my history, I've been Democratic nominee for the presidency, which I'm doing that right now. I've been a president for 2 terms already, and I've been a governor of New Jersey. Also, a Democrat nominee when I went and I lost prior, and I was the mayor of City, Jersey. It's just basically Jersey City backwards, and I was a community organizer. And it just gives you my stats and everything, and it gives you my policy and also the election, right? On what's happening so far, right? So this is the political process. So let's go ahead and dive into the game real quick. Now, if you guys remember, I was last with episode 13, and that was on 11/11/2020. And I can tell you that it wasn't really good because if you come over here, now let me just put this in play so I can show you guys real quick. By me being the president of the United States of America, that makes me a Democrat. Here's my vice president. Now, if you see the House is 54 Republican and 46 Democrat. So I'm not getting anything passed through them. The Senate is 49 Democrat and 51 Republican, I'm not going to get anything done through them either. Uh, I can tell you when I go to the legislation, I try to pass some of the legislation of what some of my constituents ask me. And when I try to pass it, then the people over there in Congress, in the Senate and the representatives, since they're Republican, they're like, well, uh, we're going to overturn your veto, and we're going to basically, let this slide. So I'm like, okay, it is what it is. So on 11/11 or episode 13, I left off with you guys with all this. Now, I can tell you I didn't mess with this from the last time I did this. So the last video will be picking up from here. So again, we go into week 1 of 2040. I can tell you the campaign, this is a general election. It takes place in 44 weeks. So I think at some point, I was like going everywhere from like Washington to Idaho to Wisconsin to Michigan to all these key battleground states so I can try to build my name recognition up and also my voter enthusiasm up, which I think I ran a polling on the last time, and this was on week 39 before it reached week 1 of 2040, a new year. It said that I was in the lead. And then if you guys want to know, my opponent is over here. These are the people who are running against me for the Republican for my job. So they really think that they're going to have Republican all across the board. They think they're going to have Republican House, Republican Senate, and Republican president. Well, I'm not. I'm going to do everything I can to save my job. Okay, so let's look and see what's happening at a national law, because national will be what we have put in existence. So right here as a message, it tells me that I raised over 2 million for my next election campaigning, and I got a lot of political points up here, and I have a lot name recognition. So we know that at a state law in New Jersey, their increased tax bracket, tax bracket decreased, second tax bracket down, and the third tax bracket they have decreased it down. The national law at a standpoint, I remember at that point we were decreasing tax rate of tobacco from 15 to 1.99 is because at one point we had put it all the way up to 15, and then nobody went out and bought tobacco. So we had zero income from that. And I will show you what I'm talking about when I say the income is when I'm creating a budget for the nation. And I can tell you and I can show you where it was zero. So this time around this year of 2040, the national law has changed the tobacco. The Social Security, it actually it decreased, and the age went from 68 to 70, which some of my constituents like, what the hell are you doing? The Senate, because HR is the House and S is Senate. Senate has this is a high school equivalent program for unemployment, established program, fund determines during an appropriate process. So that's something that was able to go in, which may be good or bad. The alcohol taxes was decreased. The cannabis sale tax decreased. Also, we didn't really know whether or not it was going to be either regular cannabis or medical cannabis. So in this game, we're going to make it medical. Okay, diversity for immigration and also the work program, the visas. And again, like my constituents is asking me to increase the visas, but again, they weren't telling me what visas to increase. You understand? So I was increasing so much visas that immigration, they love me on the board of the metrics, which you can see is green, but everything else is red. But this is something that I had received in the beginning, and I can tell you that it's not going to take 4 years, it's not going to take 8 years to fix an economy, okay, of a population of 410 million people. Absolutely not. It's not going to happen. Okay, so I meet with my Secretary of Treasury. Let's meet with. So President Clemens, the current national debt is 27. Okay, remember, we're not really good at numbers here, okay? So we're just going to read it like it is. So let's see. And this is a study point for everybody. Okay, so let's count hundreds, thousands, millions, billion, trillion. So the national debt is over 27 trillion, which is approximately 67,000, over 67,000 per citizen. And they're telling us how much they have paid on interest payments for the debt, but it did not reduce the debt, and it did not provide no public benefits to our constituents. Okay, so deficit this year is 321 billion. Okay, and to reduce the federal deficit, recommend to raise taxes. This will allow to continue funding. Thank you for that report. Let's meet with the Attorney General. And she's been with me from the beginning. Uh, she's been with me from the beginning. Irene, let me just bring this mic down a little bit because it's kind of like, or maybe I should just bring this. Okay, I think that's better. I think that's better. Okay, so yeah, so Irene Allen, she been with me for a minute. She's been my Attorney General for a minute. Hold on, just give me 1 second. I gotta get this out of my life. She's been my Attorney General for a minute. She's been with me from the beginning. She's been my Attorney General from the beginning. So that's kind of cool. That's all good. So she probably stick with me, when I become the president again for another 4 more years in this election. So yeah, so she's telling me that the federal prison system currently houses 456,000 inmates at a cost of over $12 billion. Okay, so they're saying there's zero federal programs, which I thought there was. How likely inmates are committing a second crime? So you might consider increasing the number of rehabilitation programs. Is like I said, I can, but again, is that the House and the Senate is gonna deny me and not let any legislation go through. It's just not gonna happen. So I'll do everything I can do for my Attorney General. Thank you, Irene, for that. Okay, let's go to Alticultural. Alticulture is telling us that the SNAP program, uh, known as the food stamp, currently provides nutrition to over 55 million individuals and help reduce poverty at 1.6. And the WIC, which is the Supplement Nutritional Assistance Program for Women, Infant, and Children, provides nutrition assistance to over 6 million people, and that poverty effect of zero point 0.1. And then we have a lunch program currently provide free lunch to over 18 million students and a reduced price of lunch to 2 million students. That's 37% students receive food assistance from the federal government. And I told you guys before that if I was to take money from out of something, it will start with these programs because I don't want to increase the taxes and then everybody work hard and not get paid. But when they do get paid, it's going to be taken out. So I'd rather try to like take funding from this because this is where the money is going to at the end of the day when they're taking taxes out of your pockets. It's going here. So why income tax? Why raise the taxes more to where you pay more and then the more money is going to flow in here? You understand? Which I think that there's a no win there. All right. So let's meet with our health and human services. All right, so she's saying it is good to see you, President Clemens. Our report shows that 87% of our constituents have access to health care since last year. So we have approximately over 41 million on Medicare, Medicaid, and we have over 91 million on Medicare. So that's a lot. That's a lot when it comes to many people being covered. And I think at some point the challenge here, they wanted me to abolish Medicaid expansion, which like I looked at Medicaid expansion and I was like, absolutely not, because the Medicaid expansion is definitely uh helping out so many people, when it comes to people who are on public assistance. And it's going to devastate those families because it's like, why would you even attempt to do something like that? Let's go to Social Security. President Clemens, Social Security provides financial assistance to over 67 million individuals at a cost of, let's see, 1,416,300,000,000. So over 1 billion, the 1 trillion. And by calculation, approximately 40 million retirees would become impoverished without Social Security. So it seems like there's a lot of people dependent on Social Security. All right, so let's meet with education. I'm sorry. President Clemens, President Clemens, the current graduation rate of our students in our country is 86.6% since 2039. That's since last year. And the graduate rate has increased by 0.0. May want to consider increasing public school funding again. When I try to increase everything across the board, the Republican and the the Republicans in the House and the Republicans in the Senate don't want to get the shit passed. It's just not going to happen. I tried it, and you should see how many times it failed. And if you go to some of my previous videos, you will see that they have vetoed, and it shocked the hell out of me. I was like, what? I think it was the video before the video I did on 11/11, because it shocked the hell out of me. Okay? So, President Clemens, I have been looking over the data, and it appeared that the country has approximately 1 million homeless individual. Of those, 100% report to have access to some type of housing shelter. Since last year, the homelessness have increased by 8%. Public housing programs currently provide assistance to approximately over 2 million families, and we calculate that helped reduce the poverty effort by roughly 0.4%. Thank you for that. Now we go to transportation. Hello, President Clemens. Currently, I can report that approximately 87% of the interstate highways are in good condition. Roughly 43% of the roads experience some congestions, reducing traffic flow. I would recommend increasing the road congestions. Again, no matter how many times my cabinet members tell me to do something for them, I will try to do it. But again, getting legislation done is just hell over high waters when it comes to the House and the Senate. And let's see. And that's another thing. It's usually like this. So say for instance, HR passed something, it goes to their committees. It depends on what committee they go to. And since they overrule, they have more, they're in lead. They definitely don't want to see anything that's going to be better for the people. So, but it is what it is. All right. So since I'm already running for my job, I'm going to because I have like some political points right here, 50 hours. So what I want to do is let's start off with marketing. Let's do some television ads. I want to tell people about my budget, general, and let's do all the states. And let's run about 12 million, over 12 million. It's a lot. Okay. And let's see how many hours we get. Oh, we still have 50. Let's do schedule. Let's do some of this. Give an interview. And then before I move on to the next one, I'm going to conduct a poll in this year in the beginning and see where they stand at as far as the numbers. So poll. This was the week of the last year. So I'm gonna conduct this. It should bring me to 94,000. And again, to the developers, if you guys are watching, is it possible that we can get like a button where it says select all instead of like individually collecting, even though we know what we want? But we could just override this, like make it faster. We could just select all and then just continue. All right, so here we are at a national from Alabama all the way to Wyoming. I'm number one, 100%. Uh-oh, look like I still probably will have my job when it comes to elections. Yes, honey. Voter intention, yes, 100%. Policy support, 60. Yes, yes, 61. I'm telling you, man, we just need to get the Senate and the House in order. And I think speaking of the Senate and House, I was saying that I was very, I want to say congratulations to my friend in the game. Well, my friend, Machine Crawford, late Sheenie Crawford. He actually is in the game, and he made it to. I think he made it for Senate, another Senate. He made it to the Senate, but we are. I think I'm following them over here, but yes, that's what's up, man. Let's go ahead and schedule. Boom. And that's always good to see those numbers like that for I didn't even expect that to turn out to be like that. Okay, and boom. All right, let's go to the next thing. Let's go to news and see what's happening in news. There's really not nothing happening. It's just national, all the laws taking effect, the state and the city Jersey news. All right, let me just check one more thing. I know I'm not trying to draft, but okay, let's look at the jobs. Let's look at the jobs that's available. Um, so state representative is available, state senator, and shout out to Cory Booker for winning winning his seat reelection again in New Jersey. So shout out to him. United States House Representative, that's what's up, man. And this is not United States Senator. This is a state senator. So the state representative and the state senate is in the state. So I would say New Jersey. You're a state representative in New Jersey. You're a state senator. You're a state senator in New Jersey. You're a U.S. House representative or a U.S. state, a U.S. senator, meaning that you are a U.S. senator in this of the states, right? So don't get that messed up or twisted. Then we have party chair for the state house committee that's hiring, and we have party chair for Senate State Committee chair that's hiring, and Region One is hiring. Wow, look at that salary, honey, $120,000. That's almost like you're doing. So hold on, let's see who you responsible. Let's say you're responsible for overseeing recruitment for Connecticut, Delaware, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, and Vermont. Wow, you'll be very busy because you'll be. I mean, I haven't played the regent job, but I know I've seen some videos online that people played the chair for the House campaign committee, and you're just doing absolutely a lot. Don't trust me. That 120 is definitely uh, worth it because you definitely have a lot of responsibility because you're dealing with a couple of states here. And this is all regions. Holy crap. This is all regions. You will be responsible for overseeing recruitment campaign process for candidates in every state. Bitch, that's a lot of people. And then you have the state campaign committee, and here you have the party committee. We have a message. Religion, yes. Hey, Religion Wing. Thank you so much, Shalom Kareem. I'm listening. Hey, thank you so much for being here. I know you went live earlier, and unfortunately, I was unable to tune in to the word of the Lord. But thank you so much for your blessings that you give all the time when you are live. And I just love listening to. I could binge watch your videos, listening to it. I think you should just uh I think YouTube needs to just give you your own platform and stop playing with it, and because you're doing your thing. So yes, shalom to you, my black sister. Yeah, and while I'm at on this time, let me do my shout out. Shout out to Religious Wink TV. Thank you so much. Shout out to my cat Butts. Shout out to Nay Love. I did see her on her live today. She was doing it up for the Garden video. Shout out to Daquan Jones. Shout out to Al Nicholson. Shout out to Princess Diamond. Okay, shout out to all you guys over on the Political Process YouTube and Periscope. Thank you so much for being here with me. This is Political Process, the game. Thank you so much. All right, so yeah, so all these jobs are available and you better get it quick because every time you hit this turn button, uh you got 6 weeks for here, you have 17 weeks for all these. So yeah. All right, so I don't have any more of there. So what I'm gonna do is let me just see where we stand at as far as the office. Let me just go ahead and I think it's create a budget. Okay, this is the create the federal budget. Okay, so the good part. The good part is always the smart part. The good part is always the smart part. Uh, so here is a whole bunch of numbers. Like I said, when you're doing this, it's almost like you, it doesn't really matter what it is, but as long as you get it right. Okay, so right now, it's always a learning process when you're dealing with numbers because everybody's not really good at math. Okay, nobody's a genius at things that they do. You just only, trying to better yourself and educate yourself to get yourself smarter. Okay, so here, this is what we stand at. Now, these are not numbers that are in real life. This is just for fake in a game. All right, so let me just tell you how this works. The tax revenues is how much we're pulling in. The spending is how much we're spending. Expedite is how much we're spending. Mandated and discriminatories is how much that we have to pay towards our debt. And this is definitely the treasury on where we're at when it comes to our treasury. We're negative. We have no money, honey. We are strapped for cash. Okay? We have crap. All right? So there's no money in our Social Security, Medicare, or Highway Trust Funds. All right, so all these people over here are my secretaries of all these departments. They just give me a whole bunch of crap that I already read when I met with them. Okay, so that just takes away, but it adds a little bit more when it comes to transportation, uh, human services, uh, taxes. Now, hold on. This is the tax bracket, people. Right? The tax bracket is first tax bracket all the way to the sixth tax bracket, and standard deductives and personal extension. Now, ladies and gentlemen, whatever I do in this federal budget is not going to take effect into next year. Okay, so just keep that in mind when Kamala Harris, Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, goes into office, and Vice President Joe Biden goes into office, 2021. Everything that Trump administration is signing into law to this year is going to be in effect on next year. So when shit hit the fan, don't look at Biden and Camilla like, what the hell did you guys do? Remind yourself that whatever they do and pass into executive orders and stuff, it's going to go into effect 2022. Okay. So yeah. Um, so we have the flat taxes. I've never really understood the whole flat taxes, but I do see in some games that people are playing with flat taxes. So you never know. But again, whatever it is, I gotta try to do it now because the people at the House and the Senate are just gonna overturn my crap, and I'm not feeling that. All right. So normally, yeah, so this is everything that's here. So normally what I do to make this go fast, I just say balance the budget. That's what I do. I just say balance the budget. Let me just go here where it says taxes. Now, mind you guys, when I had the tobacco tax all the way up, this was zero. There was no revenues that came from that. That's why I had to bring it down to $1.99. Nobody was buying it. And then the marijuana was all the way up 100%. And we had a problem with that. My constituents was like, held to the no, no. All right. They was like, no, no, no. You got to bring that down. All right. So usually I just don't really mess with, but you could tweak it. You could do whatever you want to it. What I do, I just, you know, balance the budget. So again, these reports are the reports that I, already seen. Some of them I've seen when I met with them. Like this one, I didn't get this in exclusive detail when it comes to our education department. The only thing that I was really having a problem with was our Department of Labor. Like it really didn't really give us anything on our Department of Labor. It just gave us unemployment payroll taxes, and there's no department report. Like it would be great that the game and political process could like look into that, because do it like what they do in real life. On the first Friday of every month, put out a report on how many jobs are out there. Like, how can we determine how much unemployment payroll taxes to people if we don't know how much jobs are being created and how many jobs are already out there and how many jobs that people are really not, they don't want? Or what type of jobs can we put out there to make it better for the people that are seeking? Seeking you shall find, knocking the door shall be open. Okay, isn't that what you said? Religious Week TV. I thought it was asking it shall be given, seeking ye shall find, and knocking the door shall be open. Okay, I thought that's what it was. Or but maybe everybody have their interpretation. But whatever it is, everybody is still seeking to the Most High, and that's the Lord above. Okay, because God is always good all the time, and all the time God is good. Okay. Um, so yeah, so that's what that is. So it'll be good if we have a report from the Secretary of Labor. So it's not really much we can do here. Well, I can do, something, but again, like I said, I just balance the budget. But I take a look at majority of some of the things that we have here in the presidential budget. Like here, these are our mandated spending and our discriminatory spending for our Bureau of Indian Affairs and Bureau of Indian Education, Department of Interior, Department offices, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, Department of Wide Programs, Bureau of Land Management, Bureau of Reclamation. It's just a whole lot. Like, wow. It just gives you, but she ain't giving me no report. She is not giving me the report. So, Department of Defense. Okay, so let's see. This is what we have as far as personnel from our Army to our Navy to our Marines to our Navy Reserves, our Marine Reserves, Air Force. But, these guys are still getting paid because it's so much money going into our armed service. And my thing is this, it's like, how do we put so much money that's going into our armed service where we are not even fighting a war in the game? Like there is no, we don't go to no war. We don't have any troops in the war. We don't have any national disasters that's happening. So with all this money that we're spending into the military, it's like the first place you would want to defund is the military in the game because again, and I learned that from a government simulator, um, that there was no wars going on. So what was the sense of putting money into the army? I'm just saying, right? Because we're putting in a lot of money. It may not show you here, but it's going to show you when I show you the metrics. Okay, environmental protection. There's no report for there, but it's saying, how much we can do for the EPA, Social Security. Now some people before was telling me that the age of 70 was pretty old. It was like, well, maybe like 60, right? And then NASA, communication, and other spendings, legislation branch, it's just a lot of other spending. So yeah, so without further ado, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna balance the budget and continue. And there it did what it did. So let's submit it. All right. So let's see what's happening in a campaign. We have 43 weeks, 90 name recognition. Let's do some scheduling, give interview, whole rally. And that's another thing. Speaking of rallies and interviews, Georgia is definitely they have re-elections up next month, next year, and they trying to make it look good for those two individuals who need to win to make it blue across the board. Because if they're to win, they're definitely gonna bring their money's worth in. It's gonna be blue House, it's gonna be blue Senate, and it's gonna be blue president and blue vice president. So this is what it is. I think right now, I think like let me see, general elections take place. So I think I'm good. So let's see, let's check on my staff. All my staff are trained, so there's trained. My policies is cool. My contacts, maybe I can go and meet with some of them. But from the finances, they're donating a whole lot. So this is how much money that I have in my campaign as of now, like over 2 billion, right? And remember, I was telling you the matrix on the military. Like, look how much money we give into the military if you come to our laws, right? No, not here. Let's see, is it the economy? Nope. Budget. Let's see, military. Look how much money we give into the military. We're giving them over billion, 890 billion. Like that's how much money that we're giving to the military, which personally believe that we should not be giving that much money to them because, again, there is no wars or anything happening in the game. So what do they need that money for? I don't think so. Like look at all this. Look how much it costs to operate and maintain the army. It's all in the billions, right? It's all in the billion. 60 billion for the army, over 60 billion for the navy, 9 billion, 62 billion. Like, come on now. A total of 27 billion. That's a lot of money. And then on top of that, you have the military resource that just adds more that just says, um, oh, I'm sorry, we got to add more. We add more military construction, health programs, and military retirement. But when we looked at that graphic for the military, what did she just give us? She only gave us how much personnel is in the military. She not giving no what it's being spent on. She didn't give us a breakdown on how they showed us. So it's like, what the hell are we using this much money for? Um, to give out to the military when we're not really using them and they're not active. Waste of money. Learned about that when I seen it. It was unbelievable. We see our infrastructure went up. Immigration, I know that's something that went up too, because according to here, again, they love me. So, but I had to. I mean, she was asking me to increase the visas, but I was like, well, what visas was what you talk? What visas are you talking about? And I don't know. I don't know what visa you referring to, right? So then when you look at the crime, it looks like the crime is doing. I guess is doing great. I mean, it's fluctuating. The healthcare, the economy. That's the only thing. The infrastructure, the economy, the debt, and poverty. But military and all that crime and health and immigration, that seemed like that's doing fairly compared to the state of New Jersey and City, Jersey. Okay, let's go to campaign. Do I have any more out? I got 10. Let's use that remaining for door knocking. Matter of fact, let's do some fundraising. Let's raise some money. What I mean, we did 10 hours for that. We raised $443,000. Okay, so I can go right to the next thing. All right, so let's see what they say. New challenge have appeared. Let's go and see what the challenge is. All right, so they want me to reduce the Medicaid taxes. Again, when I try to put something into order, they are always going to shoot it down. I'm just saying, that's what they normally do. Yes, yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, from Periscope. Hello, how you doing? No, I wasn't on Periscope. Well, yes, I was. I was on Periscope last night. I was. Hold on. I was on Periscope because I was watching. There's this guy I follow on YouTube, and he's like a guy who follows like the scanner in his neighborhood, and he goes to like chases and stuff. So he said that they was broadcasting the chase on Instagram, and then somehow somebody said they was broadcasting it on Periscope. So I went on Periscope, and I was on there, and I was on there, so people thought I was up there because I think I was talking about it. I was talking about it, but I deleted the video. Yes, I did. Thank you. Okay, so somebody is asking me to. So my constituent is asking me to. She wants me to reduce Medicaid taxes. So right now is at 4.0, and then we have them wanting me to abolish. And mind you guys, it really, like, honestly, I can just ignore all this because technically I have, like, look how many political points I read. I have 11 million, and they want to give me 14. They want to give me 1,400. I don't really need them. Like, I really don't. Okay. And again, you do this when you play the game, like you want, but I'm not getting rid of Medicaid expansion. I'm definitely not getting rid of Medicaid expansion. You see how they say, please get rid of Medicaid expansion from your constituents, and they give me that. But then look at this person right here. So they're telling me to write that eliminate the Medicaid expansion law. You want me to write? So you want me to tell them to turn it off? That's what they want me to do. And they think that by me doing that, they're going to give me 100. So they want me to eliminate the Medicaid expansion law. And then one wants me to, it is my opinion that all citizens should have access to health care. Please provide health care to all citizens. University healthcare. You know, that kind of sounds like something like Bernie Sanders want to do something like that. But I mean, see, I think there's a problem when it comes to the university healthcare. Let me see something. Health. University healthcare. So right here, they're even giving you a warning. They're telling you that the program that provides all citizens with access to free healthcare. The healthcare is free in the sense that patients do not receive bills for their service provides. Like we get the bill, right? So instead, the government usually tax revenues to pay for any healthcare service provided to the citizens, and this is known as a single payer system, the SPS, because all healthcare payments come from a single source. But it says development, warning, the current effect of university healthcare in this game are oversimplified and may be unrealistic. Creating this program will require raising taxes, but approving rating the taxes will likely increase. So that is true, bitch, because first of all, where you going to get your money from? Second of all, when you do that university healthcare for all, it's like, where you going to get that money to pay for it, right? So, I don't know. I don't know about that. Also, too, let me see if they have anything new in here as far as legislation. Uh, okay, this is what they want me to get rid of, you guys. They want me to get rid of this Medicaid expansion. But if you look here, now, mind you, if I say false, that's going to add a treasury. Matter of fact, that's going to add over $11 billion, $11 trillion. Let's see, hundreds, thousands, millions, billion. It's going to add 11 billion. But look at the quality of care and the access to Medicaid expansion. Look how many people are going to lose out. This almost make me think about the Obamacare. This makes me think about the people who are on Obamacare, and the current administration is trying to dismantle it. And then all the people that's going to be under the Obamacare, or the in this case the expansion program, are going to lose out. And it shows here what the Medicaid expansion is: a program that increased Medicaid eligibility to a larger portion of individuals, while traditionally Medicaid may limit ability to low income children and parents of low income children. Medicaid expansion provide Medicaid health care to all low income individuals. And I don't see, uh like, I even brought it down to its lowest, right? And still they want me to get rid of it, which I'm not going to do that. Not under my administration, okay? Because that's not what my policies is. I'm not going to that. Okay. So yeah, so that's that. Let's see what we have. Okay, so watch the Republican presidential primary debate. These are the people who are trying to come for my job. Okay, so he says, I have to say that a lot of environmental policies, I hear that they are bad, very bad. I believe the people are responsible for climate change. I oppose uh, climate control. This is the topic, the environment. So he says that he believes the same thing. He says that changes are necessary. Uh, he opposed the effort of combat climate control change. He says that you see that I know more than anyone about how to fix the environment. And he opposed it. Okay. So here we stand on my support. The economy. Okay, we have Democrats a lot on me. I got a lot of Republicans, but it's the independents that you want to change their. Let me just go to. I'm in Washington. Let me go to New Jersey. I want to go to New Jersey. All right, and I want to. Let me do some door knocking. Let's do like 13 hours. Okay, let's see what they're saying. The current tax policy is not fair. Everyone should have access to health care. Yeah, but honey, see, you don't know. You don't know if you don't see you didn't just see that intelligent briefing that I just seen. You saying access to health care, but honey, you don't know that that's going to increase your taxes. That's gonna be that's gonna be the bad part about it. Is your taxes gonna go up? You're gonna be like, oh my god, oh my god. So yeah, I pay into Social Security my entire life, so you better not do anything to mess with it. The rich is not paying their fair share in taxes. Okay, let's do some rallies. Let's attend all rallies. And how much money did I get? 71,000. Okay. Damn, I have no more. I can't attend. Damn, my bad. This is Governor Ezekiel. This is New Jersey. I can't even attend his shit. Sorry. I couldn't even attend it. If I would have known, let me go over there. Governor Ezekiel, my bad. New Jersey. That's the new governor. He took Unk place. Unk came in after me when I was the governor of New Jersey. So state and governor. Yep, my bad. My bad. Let me add my favorites. We go out and have some coffee together. My bad. Okay. My thing is this. You always want to try to keep your name recognition up. Because no matter what, if you have your name recognition down, like here, when you go and do your when they do the final general election to see who gonna go against me, you want to have your name recognition up because that will help out in the polls when you conduct it from either the United States or state by state. But right now, I usually do it in the beginning of the year and at the end of the year. So as you see, this is my last one that I've done, and that was the beginning of the year, right, on week 1. But it seems that I'm at tops. So we'll see what happens. Okay, let me just check to see. I don't need to attend anybody's stuff, right? So let me go back to marketing. No, let's go to event. Let's go do some interviews. We are in New Jersey, so let's go to Hudson County. Okay, we're gonna be in Hudson County. We're gonna Bergen County. We're gonna go on the morning show. We're gonna also go on the Sunday show. We try to hit those big stations that have the most people because that's the target, right? If they're giving us the opportunity to come on the show to talk, then why not? Let's go to Somerset County. Let's go to Cape May. Let's go to Warren. And let's go to the big magazine company. I did see another big one down there right here. I think that's all the time I have. Okay. Overview. Next day. Oh, let me check my office. Okay, there's nothing there. Okay, here is the Republican presidential debate. And this is on the federal budget. And this guy is saying that he believes that by him becoming president, he will reduce government spending. And we have a national debt because our government is spending too much. Okay, he also says that citizens do not want higher tax rates. He's going to balance the budget and cut spending. He says that if I become president, I will reduce government spending as well. He also says the same thing about balancing the budget. And he says the same thing about cutting spending. It's that simple. All right. So I'm going to get out of New Jersey. So I'm going to go ahead over to my plane. And I'm going to fly to the lovely state of New York. Okay. And I'm going to do some events. Let's see where I'm going to be going. Let's go to the big place. Sunday newspaper. Orange County. Erie County. Let's go down here to the magazines. There's national news. We got a big one. News and Culture, New York. And there's another big one down there, Weekly News, Periodic. All right, and let's go. We got 20. Let's do that in fundraising. Love money. So let's do 20 hours of fundraising. We have See, New York loves us, man. New York loves us. They give us this much infirmary. Thank you, New York. Thank you so much. Okay, that's why I came over here. Okay, we have 40 weeks. Watch the president primary results. Okay, so it looks like Knowles, Idaho, that's one. So what happened? Let's go to the news. Okay, so what was the who? So who? Wait, no, let's go here and then go to my opponents. Okay, so Idaho. So he got the top one. Oh, he's gonna be. Oh my God, he was in the lead. So we shall see. But right now, it's saying that Floyd Ray submitted new legislation to Congress. Eliminate the Medicaid expansion program. No, please, you know I'm going to veto that bill. But shit, these motherfuckers probably um overrule. See, he opposed it. He another Chuck Schumer. This is Chuck Schumer, and this is uh Mitch McConnell. And he talks about it's a good piece of legislation, but it has to come to my desk, and I have to veto it. And then they're gonna say, "Oh, they came to a decision to vote right for it." Absolutely not. Then when that happens, then we should be able to have the Supreme Court. We also should be having an option to pick a justice court judge. Give that opportunity to do it. They do it in real life, so why you can't do it in the game? Okay, so let's go to and also too, like you don't really have to do like the like you don't really have to do, but I just usually do it. We're still in New York. Let's go ahead and travel to California. Yes. All right. Events. Let's get acquainted with the people. Uh, let's see. Interviews, speeches. Oh, we do speeches too. Wow. Let's do. That's probably what I haven't been doing because that's probably why my contacts. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Talk. Talk here, and we're gonna talk here. I'm gonna talk for um organized for racial equality, environmental association. I mean, what? National Labor Union, the Women's Right Organization, and the National Education Union. And that just took all my money, right? And let me see, did I have anything in campaign? No. All right, next. Okay, so view presidential primary results. Let's see. And New Hampshire picked Knowles. So Idaho picked Knowles. New Hampshire picked Merrick Knowles. So, uh-oh. No, New Hampshire picked Floyd. New Hampshire picked Floyd Ray. Okay, so let's watch the presidential primary debate. This is on immigration. Immigration policy offered by other candidates are bad. He's saying that I support increasing the number of immigration visas each year. He says I support increasing border security and I oppose pathway to citizenship for illegal immigration. Noel says I support increase the number of immigration visas issued each year. See, like I said, I know how to pass the visas, but again, I don't know which visas that they're referring to when they were saying the visas. And I think it should have gave more information because I increased it and then I went to the next day and they say I failed my challenge. And I'm like, what's the challenge that I failed? They said you didn't increase the visa. I said, yes, I did. You didn't tell me like which one specifically. And I specifically did like all. I think I did like two of them, and I think the one that I didn't do was the one I was supposed to do. So yeah, so the only relevant immigration, that's what he's saying. The policy, he's saying he support increasing border security, pulls pathway to citizenship for illegal. Okay, whatever. And this guy says there is no need to increase no immigration visa issue annually. You already know you're not going to be the president of the United States. Okay, so I have 50. And again, you don't really have to do that. You can just scoop straight on by. All right, somebody withdrew. Walsh withdrew from the Republican candidate president. Let's go to the news. So, yep, the same dude that I said that he ain't gonna be president, because what he said, he actually withdrew. Goodbye. That's a lie. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the fuck. S1. Wait a minute. What the fuck y'all doing without my? Hold the fuck up. S1. Y'all trying to be sneaky behind my back. Not today. What is this S1? Don't. It's not what I think this is, right? Help provide affordable housing, low income individual and family having government pay and decrease eligibility from 8 to 7.90 of the poverty level. And it says the hearing, public hearing in Congress. I'm saying it passed the Senate. I mean the House. Wait. Oh, that man failed to pass the vote and submitted there. That is crazy. Okay, whatever. Y'all try. I gotta come to my desk. I'm the president. I didn't get anything on my desk, so it has to go to the Senate. So whatever. Okay. All right. I got money there. Here we go. So let's see. HR5. What's HR5 now? HR5. HR5 is free and reduced costs of absolutely not. You want to decrease the free breakfast rate from 229% to 226. That's going to take so many people off. No, absolutely not. Stupid. Let's see. Speaker of the House says what? I think legislation should become law. I can count on you to support this legislation. Majority Leader. Legislation may seem good idea, but please do not support. I'm not supporting that. You crazy? Who says I support? Moderating support says they support. We believe others will realize right thing and support this. I'm not supporting this. Who opposed this? You support opposed Democrat. Okay, and I definitely know that my party, the Progressive, opposed. I must oppose. I mean, this is what it is, brother. Matter of fact, let me see. Okay, it's too late. I'll just say continue. Absolutely not. Matter of fact, let's see here. Democrats, yes. 177, no. Absolutely not. Wait, and what they say? Expert testimony. Students will come to school hungry, are less likely to do well academically. If a child is hungry, he or she will have difficult paying attention, have difficult retaining information, and will display an overview lower academic performance in the classroom. There is clear evidence showing a correlation between nutrition and academic achievements. Students who meet their nutrition needs perform better in school. They earn better grades, do better in standardization tests, and display improved cognitive performance. This legislation will deserve academic achievement by reducing access to nutrition. So I'm not getting rid of anything opposed, bitch. Goodbye. Get out of here. Next. Okay. Let me see. Watch the primary results. Uh-oh. Floyd Ray, he got 50 for South Carolina. And here's the presidential primary debate. So he says this is the candidate qualifications. All of the other candidates are unfit to be the president, and I am the only accepting choice for the party nominee. Ray says, I understand the importance of presidency, and I believe I am the best candidate for the position, and I hope you will honor me with this opportunity. And Noel said, I believe my experience and idea will help move this country in the right direction. And he says, I don't have any doubt that the voters will choose me in their nominee. Okay. Yeah, let's put all that money in the event, fundraise, boom, 50 hours. How much money? Boom! Over 2 million. All right. Hope I didn't need. Okay. I gotta vote on the bill. S4. What's S4? What's S4? Foster care. Come on now. What are you talking? What's this? What are you doing? Hold on. I gotta go back to legislation. S4. What the hell is S4? Foster care system is a system in which orphaned and neglected children are placed with foster families until they are adopted or restored to their family. The program used the federal funding to help states provide foster care. Decreased funding from 48 to 47. I don't know. Let me see what people are saying. Let me see what they say. Legislation is not right for our constituents. We urge everyone to join oppose. Oppose. Oh, yeah, I oppose. Let's see what they say. 189, 47. Okay. Uh-oh. So we have two withdrawal from the presidential debate. It's getting hot. These two withdraw. They withdraw. So now we have how many now? We have these two guys, Noel and Ray. Knowles and Ray, bro. Like, wow. Amazing. All right, which one is this? S2, 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 S2. Okay, S2. Education grant for low income committee. Okay, so decrease eligible. Absolutely not. You know I'm a veto that, man. You got to bring something new to the table. That is not new. That's crap. Okay? Okay? It's crap. 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 Of course, my constituents is going to be, yep, all to the left, to the left. Okay, pose. Goodbye. Oh, let me just put all this into events. Wait, I'm in Florida. California. I'm in California. All right, let's go ahead and do fundraise. Oh, yeah, how much? Oh, yeah, I love that. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Gotcha. So what I'm gonna do, ladies and gentlemen, let's see. Nope. That's Michigan for Ray and Mississippi for Ray and Nose for Hawaii. Wow. Amazing. Unbelievable. right here, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go ahead and call this one a ender. Mhm. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Yeah, let's do save and right there, save, overwrite, continue. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys so much for, yeah, it's past my bedtime. Like, seriously, it's past my bedtime. I'm just so excited that I was able to give you guys another episode of political process. I'm just excited that I was able to do that. Now, today's Sunday, just turned 12 o'clock, 12/6/2020, and it is Kobe Bryant and Sheeny Sunday. So you guys tune in for a presentation on later on. All right. So yeah. So thank you guys from the Political Processor on Facebook. Thank you guys on YouTube. Again, to Religious Link TV, and also those who are on Periscope. You guys already know. For more information, you guys can visit the blog page. Bye. I said bye.